Alright, let me introduce what's going on. It'll be very brief. What this is a presentation of the games and development in our CMPS 427 class. It's our senior level video game design and development class. It's part of our concentration in video game design and development. We have right now 2 main courses, and we have a handheld device programming course using what will be soon the Nintendo DS. And we're constantly trying out other courses to add to the curriculum. Unfortunately, the curriculum is full, so it's kind of tough to put a whole lot of new stuff in there without something popping out the other side. And so what happens is in this course, it is a purely project course. We have programmers, the computer science majors. We go and recruit visual artists, and they're in here too. They're going to do some presentations. Let's do them back. And musicians, and we have a single musician for this round. So every term we offer this, we try to get as many of everybody as we can, and we divide up into teams. I've adopted kind of a default configuration of dividing up into 2 teams of programmers, and we use the artists and the musicians as a common pool of talent, and that's worked out very well. The 2 teams design a game and start to work, like second day of class. And the entire semester is devoted to this whole process. And we are slowly adding to it most of the features you would see in large application development. We're starting to do version control, and we're developing team leaders, and the next iteration we're going to go down to sub-leaders, to liaisons with the artists and musicians and things like that, people in charge of various aspects of game development. Our goal is to make it as close as possible to an actual game development effort with a couple of exceptions. First of all, we only have 1 semester to do it in, so 16 weeks is not really very realistic. The other thing that we leave out is any mention or reference to the marketing end of it. We design our games, we develop them as best we can, we present them, and then we start over the next time it's offered. In the future, we would like to probably go to some larger groups and maybe a recurring development effort, so that over time people get to see what it's like to pick up other people's development and continue it. So it's kind of, this is our 4th time teaching it, and it has evolved rather radically. We actually have a paper in progress about how it's evolved, and I'm sure it's not finished evolving yet. But I think it's a very good experience for the students. They all, I haven't found anybody who didn't like the course, mainly because I don't get tests. But anyway, so what we're going to do today is we're going to have each of the 2 programming teams, and by the way, the programming teams is not to mean excluding the artists and the musicians. Their work is incorporated in that. They're going to talk about the game, who was working on what aspect, challenges, that sort of thing. Those are going to be about a half an hour each. And then I've allocated 15 minutes or so for the artists to talk about their participation, their take on the whole process. And then we have the musician who's going to talk about what he did, how he did it, the fun he had, and all that sort of stuff. But the artists and musicians' work will appear in the games that you see. Okay, you ready? First group.